Imagine spending years of frustration trying to draw better characters, and then one day you decide to make a switch, and all of a sudden every drawing you make is better than the previous one. That is exactly what I went through when I decided to commit 90 days to serious figure drawing using a special method I'm going to share with you. Many of you have already seen what I can do now as a professional character illustrator, but there was a stage way back in my early development when I was stuck, and this specific method of figure drawings will help me save years of frustration trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, and I'm sure it'll help you out as well. Now, this special approach is called the Bargue Method, and in order for me to show you how this works, all I have to do is show you where I started, what I did, and then where I ended up after those 90 days. Now, rewind many years ago, I joined this figure drawing workshop where we met twice a week, drawing 6 hours each session, and each of these sessions was spent drawing the nude figure, live model. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with how such workshops operate, is you've got the center stage where the model stands on, and you've got the artists who surround the stage either at their bench or their easel, and we're drawing we're drawing the model at the center stage who's hitting a pose for anywhere from maybe 30 seconds to upward of 40 minutes with breaks in between. Now, the goal here, for me at least, was to learn how to draw people, characters with a sense of life and weight to them. And the Bargue Method was especially useful here because it would train you to work from what my mentor would describe as from general to specific. So first you capture a general sense of the silhouette and shadow shapes, then you get more specific with these elements over time. This method allows you to accurately capture the likeness of your subject early in the process before you get lost in the sauce of the details. Now, I'm about to share with you some embarrassing drawings from my own journey, but if you want an even deeper breakdown into how the Bargue Method can enhance your character drawing skills, you can check out the free guide I made for you. It's in the pinned comment and the description. There's almost too much sauce in there, so use it well. Now, the examples you'll see here are figure drawings that I completed during this workshop in chronological order, and these poses will span anywhere from 10 minutes to about 40 minutes. Now, these are the very first figure drawings I did for this workshop, and what you might notice is that while there may be some potential here, there's a complete lack of structure, and the line work is shaky at best. I'm not confident what I'm doing here. This model is actually supposed to be an old guy, and my mentor jokingly said that I made him look like Spider-Man, which is a problem. The cool thing is that we had the same model at the end of those 90 days, so you'll get to see a direct comparison of how I improved at the end of the video. Now, as you look at more examples, you'll see that while I am getting a better grasp of the human figure, I'm still getting caught up in all the little bumps and grooves of the forms. And the clear sign of that is my shaky line work. Every little bump and curve is treated as equally important, and the Bargue Method offers a perfect solution to not be distracted by all of that. The great thing about the Bargue Method is that it encourages you to take a more angular approach to drawing, meaning that you try your best to depict all of the curved forms as more straight, or with more straight and angular marks. And then over time you can get more specific with those curves, as I mentioned earlier with the general to specific approach. So this approach ends up being the perfect remedy to avoid getting caught up with all of those unimportant details early on. And so here I'm studying the method outside of the workshop environment, so I'm doing a master copy. In this case, I'm doing a rough Bargue breakdown on the left, and I'm doing the same breakdown again on the right, but this time I'm pushing it further into a finished drawing. Going through this repeated cycle allowed me to internalize the process more deeply, but also because it was a longer drawing, it allowed me to go into that stage of developing my values and my lighting further. And so I was able to take that and then be more efficient with it in the figure drawing process. Over time, you can see a clear difference in my confidence. My line work is much better because I'm not caught up with all these little details that don't matter. And because of this, I'm able to capture the most essential information in the time that I'm given. The sense of weight and balance is there, and while not perfect, the proportions are also improving. But even when your drawings don't come out as planned, what's important is that you can look back, reassess yourself, and then take action later on to make sure you can rectify those problems you have. Now, remember those first drawings I did for the workshop, right? Now let's see what I did after 90 days with that same model. Now, what I was able to accomplish was a huge leap forward compared to where I started. While it's not perfect, I can still work on proportions and whatnot. I'm still a much better artist at this point than I was when I began that journey. And what I learned in those 90 days served as the bedrock foundation for me becoming a professional. And I've laid all of that out for you and then some in the guide below this video, so make sure you grab that. But you can also check out this video right here if you want to learn other methods to take your character drawing to the next level. But until next time, peace.